Hey guys, today we're going to be taking a look at starting to divide polynomials. We're going to be using a method called synthetic division. Generally, this method is considered to be easier than dividing normally. You can divide normally if you'd like, but I figured you guys would appreciate something that's going to be a little bit simpler. So let's take a look at an example of what synthetic division looks like. So right here, I've got x to the third minus 14x squared plus 51x minus 54, and we want to divide this by x plus 2. So I'm going to start by taking what I'm beginning with, my first polynomial here, and I'm just going to write down the coefficients. So anytime there's not a number in front of an x that has a coefficient of 1, we have negative 14, 51, and negative 54 for our other coefficients. So you've just got, we just have all of our coefficients here. These are the coefficients of the first polynomial we had. And now I need to incorporate this x plus 2. So what I actually have to do is I have to take this 2 and I need to flip the sign. You always have to take the negative version of whatever you have here. So if you had x minus 2, you need to make it positive. You just have to flip the sign that you have. So I'm going to put my negative 2 over here off on the side. And I'm going to put a little square around it. Or really a half square. And then I'm going to draw a line down beneath, so this will distinguish our answer from our work. So I'm going to start with this 1 here, and I'm just going to drop this 1 down. So I draw 1 down here on the bottom. And now I'm going to multiply what I have in my square times by what I have down on bottom. So negative 2 times by 1 will give me a negative 2 right here. Next thing I'm going to have is I'm just going to add straight down here. So negative 14 plus 2. That'll give me a negative 16 down on bottom. Once again, I'm going to follow the same steps. I'm going to multiply by negative 2 down by what I have on bottom. So the negative 16 times by negative 2 will give me a positive 32. And then I just want to add straight down. So 51 plus 32 will give me 83. And then we need to multiply. Negative 2 times by 83 should give me a negative 166. And then when I add straight down, I am going to have a negative 0, carry the 1, 2, had to do that one in my head there. So we get these numbers here, but what do they actually mean? Well, the first number you get here is always going to be x to 1 less power than you start with. So we started with x to the third power, so this is going to be x squared. Then we'll have minus 16x, because we just go down in powers from here. Then the 83, if we keep going down in powers, the x goes away, so it's just going to be plus 83 with a remainder of negative 220. So we now have a remainder with this, but we did divide, and it's okay to get a remainder on these problems. Let's take a look at another example. In this example, we're going to have a couple of things missing. All right, so here we're asked to divide x to the third power plus 27 by x plus 3. Now, since we don't have an x squared or an x1, we actually have to add those in as zeros with our coefficients. So I'm going to have a 1 for my x to the third power. I don't have an x squared on my polynomial, so I'm going to have to put a 0 in. Same thing with my x1. and then my 27 last there. Now, once again, here's a positive 3, so I need to go over here and make it a negative 3. We add in our little box and our line to help us out. We bring down our 1. 1 times negative 3 is negative 3. Add straight down. 0 plus negative 3 is negative 3. Negative 3 times by negative 3 will give me a positive 9 right here. Add straight down, get our positive 9 down here. Then positive 9 times negative 3 is negative 27. If we add straight down, this goes to 0, which means no remainder. So our answer is going to be x squared, because remember, this is 1 power less than what we started with. We started with x to the 3, so this is going to be x squared right here. Minus 3x plus 9. Since there's no remainder, we don't have to worry about it, and this right here is our answer.